Hello, YouTubers. It's Tuesday, so it means Better Living with Patti. I have a short one this time because I went over last time about 50 some minutes. And I'm thankful for everybody that watched it. And I know it was long and probably some parts boring, but I wanted to get everything I could get in because there's so much on diabetes. So let's just dive right into this. Again, I'm using Dr. Living Well book on making food simple. And we're going to do chapter 6 today. We're not going to do all of it because it's quite long. But it's called Care About Nutrients and Curbing Consumption. Like I told you before, all our plates are now 10 or 12 inches big. Try to find an 8-inch one. Use a dessert one because they're about 8 inches now. So, that's basically what our grandparents or our parents used back in the day. So let's dive right into this. Let's go over the 5 C's that makes food simple. Okay, number 1 is to cut out sugar. And then number 2 is crank up the good fats. Number 3 is clean up the toxics. Number 4 is care about nutrients. Number 5, curb your consumption. We'll do this in sections. Probably today we'll go over maybe 2, and then or maybe 2.5, and then we'll do 2.5 on Friday or Thursday. We covered we've covered cut out sugars, but we'll just go over a little review. When you go grocery shopping, we're going to do nutrients now. When you go grocery shopping, you got to read the labels, but once you get smart, use a small grocery. Like use Trader Joe's or Aldi's or something small first, because then you get the idea of what to buy and where to buy it. And then you could go into the big grocery stores like Walmart and Publix and Winn-Dixie, ShopRite. Some of those are superstores. They're mega stores, and you got to really be careful. If you have a Walmart, I got Floyd watching me, a Walmart market by you, that's a small store that has a few things of everything that Walmart carries, and that's a good store. Now make life easier. Prepare a shopping list. That's the main thing. You have to prepare a shopping list because what's going to happen is you're going to say, and you don't read a label, and you're going to pick up something that it says low in carbs, and it's not, like cookies or something. So prepare a shopping list. Plan time to go get in, get out before the cookies and snacks consume you, okay? Don't even go down that aisle. Most places, they have the snack aisle. And what the snack aisle is, one side they got the cookies and snacks and stuff, and on the other side they might have the candy, or now they're getting smart. They'll put the baked goods on that side, and then the candies with the soda. So you got to watch those aisles. And then schedule time in the week for your shopping. Like say Monday, you really are too busy or you're tired or whatever. Don't do it Monday. Make a plan. Like Tuesday, you do your food shopping. And then what you should do is grab something in the middle of the store for your 2-year-old, if you have little ones, 2-year-olds or something, in a bag. Or bring it home from home, like some crackers or something. And also bring something home for you. Bring something with you for you to, eat on the way so you don't go for snacks. Excuse me, I have a sinus thing going. The key thing is to pick up 2 or 3 meals from this book, and I'll go over some meals. Or, you know what's good for you. So, pick up 2 or 3 meals that week. Maybe 4, and then have leftovers the other 2 meals, whatever you have. So pick some good ones out and then fill your pantry. We'll talk about our pantries later on. And then, buy something for your pantry. Like I said before, the seasonings don't last, and you don't know how long they've had them on the shelf. So if they say January of 2022, that could be on the shelf for a couple of months and stuff like that. seasonings are only good for, and I found this out, which shocked me, for about 3 to 4 months, really, to get the potency of the season. And also with vitamins, like if you're taking Q10 or something like that, read the label and go back about 4 months, because seriously, you're losing the potency of that vitamin. I always buy my vitamins online and from a good source, Life Essentials, and they're really good. They're made in this country, and they're usually made current. Okay, so shop on a budget. That's what I did. We were spending like $300-400 on food, and now we're down to $150 to $200 a month for food, because like I said, I do butcher block, and that I get every 2 months, so that's $140 every 2 months. So you got to subtract, you divide that in, so it's $70. And basically, we don't really, like I said, once you have stuff in the house, it's gonna, you can go on to that and just add on. Like if you have brown rice and the recipe calls for rice, and you buy a big box, you have rice for a while, so it's gonna last. Be a smart shopper. Save on produce. Buy fresh, and it's in a season. Always buy fresh if you can. If you can't buy frozen, here's the way you do it. You buy fresh, frozen, and then basically, if you have to, can, but get it in the glasses. The little glass. Can is like the last you really want to get. You really don't want to buy canned vegetables or canned anything. They put so much preservatives in it, and you don't know how long the can, Only buy enough vegetables for 2 or 3 days when you buy them fresh, because they will spoil. Even with these green bags and everything, they still will spoil. So, especially if you're in the hot sun of Florida. So just buy enough for 2 or 3 days, what you're going to do. Like, plan your meals before you go to the store. Like, if you know you're going to have salad 2 days, buy enough salad for 2 days, and then, that way you're not spoiling it. A lot of things. And you're going to know which stores have fresher produce than others. Like I bought, and I won't tell you where I bought it, but I bought a head of lettuce. And the next day I made a salad. Well, half the lettuce was bad by the time I made the salad, and that was only a day. So you have to be wary of where you buy it. So I won't buy my vegetables from that store no more. If you can get a fresh marketplace, like we have Mariana Market, if you're going to go there, go on a Friday, the first day they open, because most of the stuff is fresh then. If you wait till Saturday or Sunday, it's been sitting there, so it's your choice. Okay, at Costco's and Sam's and BJ's, you can buy stuff like buy in bulk for nuts, berries, meat, eggs, coconut oil, sparkling water, green juices, because you can buy them in bulk and they last. Unless you live in the villages, there's not very much storage, so you gotta be aware of that. Also, water you can buy in bulk. We buy our water off of Amazon, and I know I'm gonna get a comment, oh, Amazon, but they deliver it right to your house, and we buy the Polish Springs, because we were brought up with Polish Springs, and you can't buy it down here in Florida. So basically, you order from Amazon, and they deliver it like in 2 or 3 days. So that's what we do, because I know it's label conscious, but that's how we are. So that's how I am anyway. If you can, grow your own fruits and vegetables. You make a little garden. Don't make a big garden, because that'll tire you out. Like if you're just starting out, just do tomatoes and cucumbers that grow wild. So just, be prepared for a lot of cucumbers. But do a small tomatoes, maybe some peppers, because the price of peppers, if you want, grow your own peppers. But start small. And then grow up to like a larger vegetable garden and stuff. Final tips on budgets. Plan ahead. Reduce eating out. Eating out is a big chunk. I mean, you could spend a fortune on eating out, and it's not really that healthy unless you're going to a restaurant that sells healthy stuff, but then it's expensive. And like I said, with Wendy's, they do put 2 pieces of lettuce. I also found out McDonald's does do it. So, but you don't know the quality. So just set. What I did was I started a budget. Each month I write down how much is for eating out, how much is for the pets, how much is for, etc. I miscellaneous, gas, food, and in medicine. It works out because then you know exactly where your money's going at the end of the month. And maybe I'll do that on Thursday, show you my budget. But it's really good to have a budget. And nowadays you have to have a budget. For meats, maybe you could do, like, find a good butcher in your neighborhood or some kind of butcher shop. We went to a butcher shop in Summerfield. And I don't know, it just didn't work out. Because he was getting his meat from Colorado, which I didn't know until they had a meat callback. So, just be careful of that. Also, you can do, instead of like reducing your eating outs, plan like maybe Friday night or Saturday night, family night, and you play games and you have fun and you order and you make a homemade pizza, or you make tacos or taco salad, or make a barbecue, make wings night, Asian night. You make the food yourself, and it's fun to get everybody involved, and then you can play cards or games or whatever. And that really helps too, because you're bonding with the family. Read labels is a must. Reading labels is just a must, because you don't know how much excuse me, carbs are in something, or what they're putting in. So, you got to watch. This is what I go by. If you cannot pronounce it, it's not supposed to go in your body. That's my motto. And you got to be careful of the fruit, the dyes they put in stuff now. Red dye, blue dye, all those dyes. And like I said, if you can't pronounce it, like monosaturated fats or whatever it is, MSG, they have another word for MSG. But if you can't pronounce it, it's not supposed to be in your body. Okay? And that's made, they got monosodium, and that is it's yeast extract. It's not good for you. That's what they use. And forms of sugar is fructose, saccharin, cornstarch, monotexolive. I can't even pronounce it, so that wouldn't go in my body. Okay, then they have oils that are bad for you. Cottonseed oil, vegetable oils, soybean oil, corn oil. They use sunflower oil. No, that's not good. Refined white flour and grains. They call it wheat, enriched flour, corn, malt, bran, etc. And then added colors and preservatives and other chemicals. Red dye number 4, TBHQ, benzoxide, and salt. So like I said, I gotta watch the time. Okay, so like cut out the sugar. And like I said before, everything has sugar in it. So basically what you want to do is really read the labels and make sure there's no sugar, added extra sugar. And if there is, how much is it? Like if it says carbohydrates is 16, there's only 1 gram of fiber, so you subtract the 1 from 16, that would leave you 15. And there's 4 grams of sugar in it. You're getting a lot of sugar in that whatever it is. And you got to be careful of that, because that does put on weight, and it's no good for your liver. And also crank up the good fats. We just talked about the good fats, which means to remove the bad fats or poor quality fats. It's like soybean oil, other things. The fish oil is good. Extra virgin olive oil is good. Coconut oil is good. And avocado oil is very good to cook it. Coconut oil and avocado oil can handle high heat. So, extra virgin olive oil can have high heat. That's basically for your salads. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Allergy season. And then clean up your toxics. And what that is your toxic dyes, red dye number 40, blue dye number 2, stuff like that. Soy, again, wheats, non-grass-fed cows, wheat solibers. You really should find a good butcher that has grass-fed, grass-finished beef, and that's your best. And your eggs, make sure that they're free range, organic, and also that they don't eat any grain. So that's good. Care more about nutrients. Supply supplements, ingredients make food really real, non-glucose, wheat, dairy, and stuff like that. We'll go over that later in another chapter. Vitamin D, vitamin D2, vitamin D altogether, you should have 100 IUs of vitamin D, which comes out to 100 mgs. And then you should take vitamin K with vitamin D. So you got to make sure you have 100 mgs of vitamin K with that. You also need some kind of amino acid, fish oil, whatever you want to take. Multivitamin is good, but make sure it's non-toxic, doesn't carry any sugars in it, any non-toxic, any kind of red dye in it, anything like that, because that stuff is bad for you. I'm going to purchase, like I said before, this vitamin B12, and you put on its drops under your tongue. I'll let you know how it tastes and how it is. Greens. Make sure the greens don't contain any sugar, any form of sugar, and also milk, dairy products, no GMOs. Make sure it's organic. Make sure it's grass-fed. Milk. Also, the grass-finished. There's only a few places I found it, like the one we went to in. My brain is, because it's all stuffed up. In Ocala, they had one milk that was all grass-fed, grass-finished milk, and it was organic. It was a little pricey. I think it was $4.28 or something like that. But milk, Richard bought milk the other day, and he didn't buy organic or grass-fed, and it was $3.79 for a half a gallon. So, you pay $1 more. Probiotics, you should take some kind of probiotics, but you should take it like in fiber more than anything else, because that's natural and it will help you better. You will get constipated if you take a lot of probiotics before it works, so just be careful of that. Calcium, you should get 600 milligrams of calcium a day. That helps your body, the bones and everything. It also helps the heart and the blood vessel issues. Makes bones stronger. It should be taken with magnesium. Just like vitamin D is supposed to be taken with vitamin K. So just so you know, if you're taking calcium, make sure you take in magnesium. Other ones you should really consume is vitamin C, and truma, and magnesium. Now vitamin C is one of those vitamins, again, that leaves your body. So I have a chewable one, and it's very good. It's a really potent one. I take 1,000 milligrams a day. I'll go over my vitamins. Where am I? And also, I wanted to do this last one real fast. Curb your consumption. In the afternoon, you can have celery, or if you like celery, or carrots. Just cut them up ahead of time. I put them in the refrigerator in a little baggie. And Rich and I know that, I put them in baggies of 4, and you can eat that much. So if you're hungry, that's what you do. And in the morning, we have you got to be careful, but there's Nutri-Bars out there that are very good. They're low in carbs, and they help you in the morning, like mid-morning, if you need something. I need something. I need breakfast, mid-morning, lunch, afternoon, and dinner. And then I have a little crackers or something before going to bed. I just do that because of my diabetes. So we'll go over some more stuff, but I'm at my point where I just want to leave you. Next week, or Thursday, maybe we'll talk about fasting. I don't do that. I wish I could, but I can't. We'll talk about fasting, and maybe I'll make a smoothie or something from the book. Maybe I'll make a meal from the book. And then Saturday, I'd like to go shopping one of these days. I think I'm going to go to, I'm going to try to get Richard to go up to Trader Joe's. That's up in Gainesville. So I don't know if he's going to want to go, but I'd like to go to one of the stores like Trader Joe's. I'd like to go to either BJ's, Trader Joe's, or Aldi's this week and give you some ideas what you can buy there. If you have other stores you'd like me to go to, I'm in Florida, so I can't go to ShopRite, which I would love. I love ShopRite, or like an Acme or something like that. We only have down here Winn-Dixie, Publix, Trader Joe's, BJ's, Sam's Club, and Costco's, and we have Save a Lot, and we have I think I said Aldi's, but Aldi's. So they're basically our food stores here. And when I go to Trader Joe's, it's up in Gainesville. That's a good hour and a half away from home. BJ's is about 45 minutes away from home. Costco's is another hour and a half away from home, and that's in Altamont Springs. There's also a Trader Joe's down there too, so, I don't know how we're going to do this. But anyway, I'm going to sign off because I said I wouldn't make this long. Stay healthy, be safe, and have a better life. Signing off. Have a good day.